I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, Mariota again. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. From the red zone now, Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's the former Redskin, Brian Orakpo, in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, on.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Now he's going to throw deep, back over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Smith. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The 13 yards that time and a 1st. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Keep it rolling. Easy. Don't say nothing.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Caught right side. It's Lewis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mariota. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Again, it's Mariota. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does him no good to go back as a win.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Smith now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now it's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Obviously, this is not going to banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah. There he hits the reliable target. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Smith throwing again. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out come the Titans now. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gabbard now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Here's Gabbert now. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Smith on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Mariota now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Smith. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mariota. Caught right side. Davis. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Lewis. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Let's go.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Mariota to sneak it. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll sneak it with Mariota. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.